Be real, she says, with a heart so true. Face the struggles that are thrown at you. Find your strength in every fight. Believe in yourself, it'll be alright.
Quitting always just felt easier. It felt like that was how I would regulate my nervous system. But over time, quitting turned into restarting. And restarting turned into feeling like I could never follow through. So today, I want to talk about what this actually looks like now when I don't quit, and how I rebuild after a bad day instead of restarting. My tripod fell and broke, so this lighting in this video is terrible. I hope you still are receiving the message even though the lighting sucks. Thanks. Keep watching. If you're someone who starts things and you're super motivated, like you're on fire, but that moment you miss one day, one workout, one promise, everything just feels ruined, this video is for you. I used to live in that cycle, and I want to share what's changed for me. All right, this is what quitting looked like for me. Anytime I would start at 100%. Full momentum, full motivation, all in. And a lot of times I would do really good for at least a couple of days, even sometimes a couple of months. I would just crush it. Then life would happen. I'd miss that one commitment, like that 30 minutes of exercise that I wanted to do every single day, I missed. So that one day missed would turn me straight into just quitting altogether, because quitting was just feeling easier for me. And that moment that I would quit meant I had to restart. Restarting over and over again would put me into this place where I just wouldn't trust myself anymore. I could never follow through, and all of those negative thoughts would just creep in little by little. So here's what this looks like now for me when I choose not to quit. The first thing is I stop calling it quitting. I start calling it reevaluating. I take all of my goals and I look at it as information. If my goal is 30 minutes every single day and it starts to feel unachievable, I don't push harder. I don't tell myself I'm failing and start beating myself up. I just recognize that this is something that life has shifted. And since my life has shifted, that means my goals need to shift too. The second thing I do, especially on the days that I don't show up at all, I just give myself a little bit of grace. I know how I feel when I move my body. I know how I feel when I show up. And sometimes my body just needs rest. So I'm learning to trust that rest does not mean quitting. It just means tomorrow. And sometimes it means the next day. But either way, I continue. The next thing that I do, the third thing, and this is the last thing, I make a promise so small that I can actually follow through with. So instead of those 30 minutes every single day, I adjust my commitment to 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is actually achievable, especially on those days that are just crazy that life brings you. 5 minutes is something I can keep. When you learn to keep those small promises with yourself, those small promises kept build momentum. It's not about being perfect. So this is how I show up imperfectly. Instead of quitting and restarting, we don't punish ourselves for those bad days or those bad moments anymore. We're done with that. We don't start over. We just keep going. And the real win isn't being perfect. It's continuing. If you want more tips on building self-trust, learning how to show up without that feeling of quitting and that shame and that guilt, and just learning how to do it imperfectly, subscribe, follow, like, and always be real.
Be real, she says, with a heart so true.